Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. If you've been watching through my live gameplay of Outriders, working on the campaign, I know some people want me to start getting into the crafting and the modding, because if you want to keep the auto world tier on, you kind of have to do that. I'm not interested in doing that right now. I just want to sort of get the campaign done so I can talk about the story. I want to break down their decision making with cutscenes, dialogue, and the arc of the characters. And then after that, I want to get into the modding and the crafting and the endgame and things of that nature. So that will be kind of the structure. So if you've been watching these and kind of tuning in to the gaming channel, I greatly appreciate that. If you're here right now in the live audience, remember to smash that like button. It definitely helps me out. And then if you're new to the channel, if you found this video and you're new, we try to feature new games all the time here. So we will be playing the new Oddworld game today as well. We try to have a consistent flow of new content when it drops. We're also doing the No Man's Sky Community Planet and regular No Man's Sky streams with the expedition process. So that's gonna be our approach. I guess this controller has stick drift already. That's kind of crazy. I did not realize that.
What's this? Interesting.
Huh. This controller has barely had any use. That is really unfortunate. If people want to join me to help out, I did just lower it down to tier 1, so this will likely be a pretty fast endeavor. Let me reset this controller. I don't, hang on a second. All right, let's just turn it back on. It's acting real funky. Yeah, I have stick drift. This controller's like brand new. I think this is the one that came with my Series X. Like, wow, it barely gets used. Outriders tweeting about their update tomorrow. Yeah, there's supposed to be a huge update this week. Us typing up the big Reddit dev news update to be published tomorrow. What about? We hear you say, yes, the Reddit news update will probably cover that too. Also typewriters because of the anomaly and stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got Nova and Mr. Quaice. All right, let's go.
Anything I can do for you?
You been playing with your joystick? I know, I haven't. Shouldn't you just be one tier below where you belong? It kind of doesn't matter to me right now.
Why am I still here?
Outriders versus Guardians? I don't know, dude.
What the fuck?
We made it. 3 minutes.
These are our trucks, but none of our expeditions made it out of the forest alive.
How is this even possible? If they came from the forest, they're going the wrong way.
No. Look closer. This isn't us.
The enemy, then?
Oh my god. Is that some kind of fuel cell? I've never seen tech this advanced before. Who the hell were they?
Whoever they were, they lost. This was a massacre.
We can't stay here.
Jenna, we need to find shelter. We head to those rocks.
Here comes HR. That's right.
Is it just me, or do you have a strange feeling that these storms are following us?
Yeah, something weird about it. Hang back until I clear the way.
I don't get it. How did the insurgents get their hands on working fusion cells?
Outriders tweeted about it. Yeah, there'll be a big update tomorrow. We'll probably cover that Friday on the stream then.
In this desert. A long time ago. So, who the hell were they? Could they have come from the Flores? Like us? Maybe colonists sent to another part of the planet.
That would have meant an entirely secret mission siloed off from ours. I don't know. This seems insane.
Can you think of an explanation that isn't?
Well, currently? No.
We'll share through the sand. Yeah, she's gonna have a hard time. So we got new. It looks like we got new guys, berserkers. This has got a real Mad Max feel to it. I mean, the game already kind of did, but this really does feel like it. When you play with others, their vehicles get in the convoy. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
August has been more quiet than you.
We walked too far. Hopefully you didn't want to hear that dialogue.
I didn't think we'd make it out of that storm.
That's no storm.
Look, there's someone out there. Wait, isn't that the son of a bitch that killed Jakub? Man, you're really good at pissing people off. This fuck's not letting this go.
Neither am I. Next time I see him, he's dead.
Up here, I found something.
Some kind of outpost. Looks human.
You see that antenna over there? I can use it to trace a signal.
Yeah, Outriders can't jump. So that would be a huge disadvantage.
Zahidi, how badly do you need that antenna?
Well, to be honest, I've been having some problems pinpointing the signal since we entered the desert. I've just been guiding it on best guesses. But with proper equipment,
I get it. We need it. I'll radio when I've cleared the way.
I actually think the story in this game gets better the more you play. Like, I think they did a good job with the story. Like, it has its own feel, has its own rule, you know. I like it. I don't like these guys. They can get out of here. Okay. That's why I think the intro is so unfortunate, because the intro is so weak and so weird.
This is definitely a military outpost, but I don't recognize the insignia. At least, it's obvious now where those feral aliens got their weapons from.
it has to make you wonder. If we had enemies like these ferals on our side of the gate, would we have been too busy to start fighting each other?
Well, wouldn't that have been sweet?
You're talking about the story of the PowerPoint we have to watch every time we boot the game up. I'm talking about the story. We've got this set to World Tier 1, so we're just plowing through. I'm more interested, like I said, I'm more interested in the dialogue and the story. And then we can start getting into, like, crafting and specking for expeditions. And I think, you know, we might be able to create some good content, given that I've created one character so far, and it's the Devastator. And there's a lot of people saying, like, Devastator's not viable in the Endgame. And we can obviously put that to the test. Those guys just got here and died. They didn't even try. They just fell down when they got here. I've enjoyed watching you play this game, but I really don't think it has sticking power, at least from my perspective. It's not built to have sticking power. I don't think in a month anybody's going to be talking about it or playing it to a great extent. It's not built for that. It's not built for that. We're going to be if we're making content about Outriders in May, it's because they're doing updates, patches, or surprise events. Which, for now, that doesn't seem like something that's happening. They could. They could surprise everybody.
Hey, there's a pile of reports here.
You're kidding. From the people who were here. What's in them?
It looks like they encountered the same hostile natives as we did. They called them ferals. They established this fort as a base to send out scouting parties, trying to track the ferals down. Okay, Zahedi, the path is clear. Waiting for your arrival.
Okay.
Whoa, that's really loud.
This game will be played highly all year. Just because streamers move on doesn't mean anything.
Lay low.
I'm not rooting my observation on streamers at all. I'm basing it off of what people typically do. Once you get a bunch of characters and you get all the loot, that'll take hardcore players about a month. The type of player that you're describing or anticipating would be a hardcore player, right? Somebody who really puts the hours in. In about a month, there's not going to be anything fresh for them to do, and they will move on. My prediction could come false, but I don't know. I've monitored games like this and player behavior for years, and that's just typically the way things go. I think it'll have a consistent player base basically because the demo is always going to be free. I also think Game Pass is going to have a huge effect on, you know, periodically if it comes in and out of Game Pass, that could be a big injection of players as well.
Zahedi, I think that was the last of them.
Like, expecting a game to last when it's not built to last is just kind of strange in my mind. It's not built for that. It's not built to last. They didn't build it for that. They want to add on to it later. They've said that.
You hear that? It's a digital relay device.
You can say the same for Destiny 2, but people keep playing. If you're saying Destiny 2 seasons keep the game fresh, I don't agree. You don't have to agree. It's an objective fact that the game gets a fresh injection of new stuff in a Destiny season, and this game's not planning on doing that. So, if you would have bought in Destiny 2 vanilla, and they didn't add anything to it,
How's that even possible?
a year later, 6 months later,
It's not possible.
people would not be
Only one
playing
interstellar
it.
ship ever left her. Ours.
Then who were they?
Doesn't matter. Those coordinates. We find them, we plug in, and we contact the damn Flores.
Like, every 3 months in Destiny, you get new loot, new activities, new things to do, new things to earn. This game's not going to do that.
We've got the coordinates ready.
Anything can be played forever. Look at people playing Diablo still. But see, now you're not disagreeing with what I said. I could point to freaking, like, servers of ancient games that people still play. That is not anecdotal or concrete evidence that's convincing of anything to dispute what I said. I said that in a month, I don't think a lot of people will be playing this game. I didn't say it will be dead and have a completely derelict game, player base, and that no one will be playing. I was like, nobody will be talking about it, is what I said. Nobody is going to be talking about this. It'll run its course. There won't be any new builds to try. There won't be any new loot to find, new things to do. It'll run its course. Will people still be playing it in a month, 2 months, 6 months? Sure, but not in great quantities. There won't be anything to sustain them. There will not be anything to sustain the game at that point. You think the combat feels better when facing beasts rather than aimbot enemies? Or spread out and hide and cover? You only get the aimbot feeling when you're playing by yourself. It's not, the game's not built to be played by, you're not meant to be playing it by yourself.
I'm going to try and secure a safe path through these canyons.
Let me know if you can reach that massive obelisk we saw. I've never seen anything like it.
August also seems drawn to it. I'm sensing...
At any given time, there's approximately 18 months of content that any player that joins, current players are only continuing to play because of rhythmic content injection. Right. Legendary armor is kind of meh. I think the armor in this game looks awesome. I think this game can become a Diablo. I think this game can become a Diablo if they can figure out how to do seasons with expeditions and keep people playing. I think they could master. I think they could do that. Yeah, Greg, I think some of my issue with the aim of the enemies, it's probably especially more frustrating at the higher levels of difficulty. It's not just their accuracy, it's their target acquisition. You get shot as soon as you poke out. It's too soon. There should be a target acquisition window, especially for rank and file enemies. Rank and file enemies should not be instantly shooting me perfectly as soon as I poke my head out. It's not true. New loot in Destiny, I don't know what they do is they're just taking the easy way out. They can squeeze it off. Don't believe wrong. I love the game just saying what everyone is thinking. But you're not disagreeing with you're just voicing your opinion about the substance of loot or the innovation of the developer, and that's not what I'm talking about. Your opinion on the newness or the substance of content in Destiny is irrelevant to what I'm saying.
Looks like we weren't the first humans.
In this discussion, whether or not you think the new loot or new content in Destiny is good, bad, boring, or bland is completely irrelevant. Every 3 months, there is a host of new activities, new guns, new armor, a new season pass, new for $10, and that keeps people playing. If you're going to act like that doesn't keep people playing, you're just being ignorant. You're just hell-bent on grinding an axe, okay? That's a fact. That's what keeps people playing. All you have to do is look at player-based numbers to know that's true. There are objective facts to back what I'm saying. Look at the player-based numbers in Destiny when a season starts, whoop, goes up, and then steadily declines down as the season progresses. Right? As the season progresses, that's a fact. Okay? This game doesn't have that. They have even said that's not their goal. They've even said that's not their goal. So, my speculation that the player-based numbers will shrink dramatically in a month is based on the developer's own statements and philosophy of game delivery. They're not looking to build a live service game. Yet... A 5-spot from Patrick Davis. I just cannot get into this game, and I promise you I'm a nice guy. You can keep the money. Oh, thanks, Patrick. I don't expect everybody to like this game. It's not for everybody.
Description matches August. She says they were welcomed with open arms.
Hacks. Yes, that would certainly fit August.
Yeah, it's new loot, new activities, new story missions. Like, don't friggin' do this to me. Don't make me sit here and defend Destiny, a game I can't even play, because you want to bark out some inane, stupid argument about how, like, there will be still people playing this game in a couple of months. I never said there wouldn't be. I never said there wouldn't be. Check the player base numbers in a month and come back and you can tip me $5 and tell me I was right. Like, you can do that. I'll take that action. In 30 days, you'll check the player base numbers and you'll be like, yeah, he was right. The player base numbers have dropped dramatically. It's not built to be a game that has an enduring player base in 2 months, 1 month, whatever. It's not built to do that.
Pharaoh's base, that he could root them out.
Maybe they were trying to help August's people.
Is it a good game? Is it fun? Yes. Does it have a satisfying content loop? Yes. Are you going to really wanting to be playing it as a hardcore player in 30 days? Probably not. Hardcore players are known for this. This is what you're going to do. You take the game and you're going to go like this. Ugh, squeeze, shake, 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 squeeze, shake, whew, done. Nothing new, nothing left. I'm done. That's what people do. If you think casuals are going to be playing this game in 30 to 40 days, again, that's not casual players' MO. Casual players going to make 1-2 characters, play through the campaign, get some dope loot, and move on. So the type of player that you're considering will exist in this game, they're the ones that are going to run out of stuff to do the fastest because they're hardcore players. We've got them in our Discord, dude. We've got them in our Discord. They are grinding their freaking faces off. And if you think they're going to be grinding this game in May, doubt it.
Path to the obelisk is clear.
August and I are just right behind you, Outrider.
Shouldn't you be waiting in the camp for my signal?
Sorry, August slipped out. I couldn't.
I'm at World Tier 1 because I want to be able to cover the story, and then I'm going to shift my coverage to modding and endgame and builds. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm separating my coverage. I'm going to turn it up. I'm interested in the story.
August. What happened here?
Incoming! Get out of there! Now!
Shit. Hide! In there! Go!
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually more interested in the story than I initially was. So I want to cover the story, and then I want to shift to the modding, the end game, and the building and all that. So I just lowered the world tier so we could get through the combat. I couldn't play much the first 2 days because of all the server problems, and so now I'm like kind of behind. And so we're just trying to speed things up a bit. So you're saying a 100 level battle pass and garbage rehash fights are content. It's literally fake content so streamers can constantly promote the game. See, what you're doing is you're having a discussion that I'm not having. You're talking about how good is the food showing up at your doorstep every 90 days. You're like, well, the meat's kind of tough and the vegetables are stale, and it's just a cheap cash grab to get people to buy food that they think's nutritional. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how players and player bases respond to content. That's what I'm talking about. You're talking about something else. You are making a quantitative... You're making a qualitative judgment, and I'm not. That's not what we were discussing originally.
Here! You giant cockroaches! I'm right here! me! Grab the gun! August! Please! Where are you going?
Take cover, quick!
No! It's me, Tiago! You know me! Please, August! I'm your friend! It's August!
I kind of like that character.
August.
What the hell happened to August?
August's people weren't wiped out by savages.
They became savages.
Why would they do that?
They love to kill characters in this. Like Jakob, they're like, hey, that's a cool character, good character arc, dead.
Burying August's
I'm not
body.
there yet.
You
I'm
want to
gonna
join
stay
us?
a bit longer. Take another look through the cancer remains. Found something you should know about. More of Monroy's writing. Seems he discovered the same thing we did. About the packs transforming.
Do the legendary secret quest here literally takes 2 minutes? No.
No. Only that he and his men stayed here for some time, studying and experimenting on the obelisk, trying to understand its powers while repelling.
I can save that for later.
But when we learned that his
Okay.
he finally retreated back to his colony.
That means there could be more of them out there. We should look for them. After we find the signal.
Whenever you're ready to head out, we'll be waiting for you at camp.
Okay. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, Lono, these live service games are fake content, so what's the difference here? If the game is fun, it will be popular for a long term. Yeah, you're just continuing to have a qualitative discussion that I'm not having. Like, I don't know who you're talking to. I'm not talking about quality. I'm not talking about quality. I'm not talking about substance, depth. I made a statement about what the player base will do long term with this game, and you disagreed with that. You have since then used this as an opportunity to go off on tangents about the substance of live service games and seasonal content in Destiny, which is wholly irrelevant to the point that I was making. It had nothing to do with the point that I was making. Oh, thanks, Mama.
Anything else?
Mhm.
Went to the season.
They're nice.
I like them. They're new.
Yeah.
I had to size down.
Oh.
Not that size.
so close. The signal's coming from just beyond this ridge.
Stay on the lookout. You see any movement, run.
You always complain about things the community of the game doesn't want. Halo and now this.
Sit tight, people. I'm gonna clear the way. It's time for
Guarantee you, Key's statement up above stays. Or maybe not. Okay.
What do we have here?
Okay.
Zahedi, I found some more writing from Monroy's people. I think we must be approaching their colony. It seems Monroy didn't.
All right, see you, Nova.
So peaceful. When their tech started getting fried, he suspected the Pax were trying to sabotage him. Then, just as a storm was brewing up, they caught the Pax doing one of their obelisk rituals.
You mentioned earlier that you wish this game was Anthem. I feel the same way. I just love Anthem and the flying so much more. Like, the worlds and the areas in this game are so awesome, but it's such a bummer that it's, like, super linear. I'm not mad that it's linear. It's just a bummer. Like, they put a lot of care into the aesthetic and the environments, and it's very, very linear. Get rid of them stupid snipers. There you go. Mm-hmm. Never seen so many people continue to ride that has never... I know, dude. They're worshiping that 343, dude.
After the first big storms burned out most of their tech, sounds like Monroy got furious. He demanded explanations from the Pax and access to their powers, but they didn't understand. They offered everything they could. They led Monroy through the jungle to their sacred city.
Probably this city. The place we've discovered.
That guy doesn't even take offense to my criticism, Nefitz. You're giving him too much intellectual credit when he deserves none. He's literally just an idiot. It's probably just one of the committed trolls and people that make alts. Like, that's all it is. You see what I'm saying? You're giving him credit, like, that he's actually intellectual enough to understand and be angry about criticism. It's not that at all. He's just literally a moron. Okay.
Pax took him to the Grand Temple, tried to show him how they commune with the anomaly.
This guy's always complaining about everything. If you're talking about me, it's clear you just came in here ready and loaded to say that, because I've not complained about anything. I'm working through the campaign and have said how much I like the story and the areas and the environments. So if you interpreted my commentary about the game being linear as complaining, then I'm sorry you're too stupid to understand basic English language. I'm very sorry that you're as dumb as you are. It must be hard to go through life. ARXR with a $4 tip through the super chat. You the best. Am I allowed to interact with this? What's happening? Lag. Always acts like he's winning every argument with chat when in truth he just uses his advantage as the streamer versus chat. Aww. Someone got their feelings hurt. Aww. Oh, it's a baby in the chat. Fresh out of diapers, bro. Go somewhere else to get your dirty one changed. Come on, boys. Somebody was asking earlier if I like the monsters more. I do think the monsters are cooler because it doesn't feel like just another pop and shot third-person shooter. You know what I mean? I've never won an argument with Lono. He won't admit it, but you changed my position on some things. Remember rapid fire shotguns? I changed my perspective on that. I've adjusted positions based on new information or better argumentation.
People started moving into the city. This was their colony. They took over the homes of the packs, forcing them to work for them, to serve them.
In other words, they made them slaves. They believed the loss of their machinery was the Pax's fault.
Doesn't matter what they believe. There's no
Capture.
excuse for enslaving another race.
I had some spats alone, but I would never say I won anything. I give everybody a fair hearing. See, the problem is weak-minded people get angry when they're challenged, and they insult me, and then they get banned. And then they run to Twitter to cry like an infant about how he just bans people that disagree with him. It's like, no, you were too emotionally unstable to have a disagreement. You're not fit for the internet. And when you got disagreed with, you resorted to name-calling and being an insulting douche, and you got kicked. And then, again, because your brain's too small and ill-equipped for the internet, you interpreted the exchange of power as Lono bans people that disagree with him, when literally some of my streams have only consisted in me disagreeing with people for hours on end. I would not have much of a brand if I just banned anybody who disagrees with me. You know what I mean? When you're too busy rubbing the two brain cells you got together, like smoke's coming out your ears, to like grapple with the fact that you didn't get banned because you disagreed with me. You got banned because you couldn't handle disagreement and you acted like an idiot.
Seems like they got hit by the
That's true. You don't engage with arguments people are making if they are better than yours. When have I ever done that? Like, I've literally spent an hour debating people sometimes to the point that the chat wants me to move on. Like, again, when have I ever done that? I've been like, well, that argument's too good. I'm not going to engage that one.
Monroy made him general,
You have a brand?
in charge of weapons production.
No doubt
Yeah, brand, a product.
used against them later.
Yeah. Pay my bills with this brand and this business. Bought a house with it. What are you doing?
Be his face. He made himself king of the packs,
A king.
a tyrant.
Yeah, the guy that called me smooth brain and he had misspelled words in his sentence, that was a special treat. When you get banned, it's always unfair and for no reason. What? So I asked for an example, and that's what you come up with? Smooth Brian. Dude, I had my whole rapping career ahead of me, and I was going to be known as Smooth Brian, but they mistyped all the flyers. It was a disaster.
And that's when the uprising he'd predicted finally found.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, bringing the hotness to you is Smooth Brain. Wait, what? Smooth Brain? Why would you... It's Brian! And he just, like, walks out.
That asshole dug in out there in the desert and tried to track them down where they were coming from. That's when
I think that'd be good.
the great obelisk.
Maybe that's the reason you got banned from the purple platform. No, I got banned from the purple platform because brittle spirit liars didn't like being called to the mat for their lies. It's the same reason they tried to false copyright claim upper echelon. I can do this all day, by the way. I've been doing it for 8 or 9 months. Thanks for the metrics. We got stairs to climb.
I've made it to the top. Palace is clear.
What do you see?
You better come up here and see.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need to. No, that guy can be. That guy's good. That guy's good.
Hey, there's a ship.
Is that
That guy explained it.
the caravel?
That's not possible. The caravel never left Earth. Its engines exploded.
Liaison, whoever.
Died.
Then what the hell are we looking at?
I got it. I fixed it, Teddy.
Source of the fucking signal. Monroy's signal. There's no place beyond the storm. It's coming from in there, protected from the anomaly, just like the uplink in your goddamn briefcase.
I don't fucking understand.
Neither do I. It doesn't make any sense. Everyone saw the caravel explode during its construction. Even if the people left on Earth were able to rebuild the ship, they left after us. We were the first. Nevertheless, what's certain is that Monroy enslaved August's people. He butchered them, and they turned. They mutated into savages willingly, so they could fight back.
I'm done with all this. Whatever's waiting for you on that ship, I want no part of it.
Tiago, you can't leave us now.
I thought you weren't a deserter.
What they did to August's people. What our people did to August, don't you see? Thank you for letting me walk a ways with you.
No, I agree with Reckless. This game curses like a child who just learned how to
We're going to
curse.
finish this. We're finding a way into the caravel.
That's it. That's totally it. That's totally it. It's like, or somebody where English isn't their first language. You know.
That ship, the signal, the garden.
I don't think it's well placed at all, Wheezy. You know what it is? It's because it's usually delivered very dry. Like when I watch Saving Private Ryan, it's like intense. It's like, oh my, did you blankety blankety blank? And in this game, they like calmly look at a disastrous situation. They're like, what the? They're so calm. There is. It's the. I think that's what it is. It's so flat. Okay. It's made by Polish devs. I'm telling you, I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if like this is how they use English swears. Mm-hmm.
There has to be a way inside the ship. I'll radio when I've secured it.
I do like the story though. I think it's pretty dope.
Why are we still heading?
It's kind of a bummer that we lose good characters along the way.
Shielded from the anomaly inside, it means we can use the uplink in there to contact the Flores. All the supplies, the resources, the tech. We're gonna bring them down today.
Not done going through hell yet.
Wheezy got timed out. Suck it, Wheezy. You asked for it. You asked for it, Wheeze.
When the pack started
Only Smooth Brian's? Dude, frickin' Smooth Brian. Best rapper ever.
that were loyal and trusted
Shortest hip-hop career in the history of hip-hop. Smooth Brian.
It was all Monroy. When he understood the packs were turning into ferals, he sent out an order to murder them all before they could transform.
All of them.
All but enough.
They kill characters for a reason, no need them for the future. That's right. I don't need them. Wait, why is this gun reloading so fast? You're the definition of an obnoxious person. You always have completely unrealistic expectations for everything you play. You are right. You got me pegged. That's me, dude. The unrealistic expectations gamer. Yep. You got my number. You got me, chat. You got me. Except for all the content where I talk about having realistic expectations for development cycles and content substance that's delivered in short periods of development time. Other than that, consistent flow of content and commentary. I mean, as a content creator for over the last 6 years. Other than that, though, you're right. You're right. I always play games with unrealistic expectations. Five spot from Christopher Wright. I legit enjoy the trolls back and forth because they're entertaining, and watching you put them in their place is the icing on the cake. Thank you for the $5 tip.
The jungles, the alien ruins, the desert. All we've lost. I can't believe we're finally here.
We made it.
Goddamn signal I heard the day we landed, and still none of it makes any sense.
I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you.
Starting to put it all together. The way the packs controlled the anomaly with their obelisks, they are what kept the planet.
Man, these environments are dope. You know what we need? We need like a four-wheeler. Like come cruising across here.
Spread like wildfire across the planet. The storms surging out of control, mutating everything.
All this time thinking we were gonna reach a place beyond the anomaly. Only to find the place it all started. Where Monroy started it.
How dare you criticize things you spend money on? Are you fine, my dude? Are you trying to do the "are you good" joke? Is that what you're trying to do? You good? Is that what you're trying to do? Instead of, but you're putting you fine. Are you fine? Are you okay in this moment? What? What? What are you talking about? You good? You good, bro? He's like, I am sorry. English is not my first language. Are you acceptable in this time? Are you trying to do the "are you good" joke? Is that what you're trying to do?
Screwing up the whole damn planet before you all ever set foot on it. I'm inside the ship. It's still operational.
Let's finish this. The end of the road, one way or another.
Despite everything, we've brought the uplink all this way. I wish Jane could see us.
Whatever's playing the signal, it's in here.
It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's my birthday, dude. Are you good? No, I would like to cover and review the campaign as its own thing. And then once I'm done with that, I will be... what the frick? I will be then covering, like, Endgame expeditions and everything else.
Listen. Signal. We're here.
5,673 degrees north, 22.80116 degrees east. Mayday! Hailing the... You must...
It works.
37.573 degrees north.
Oh God, it works. Someone hit the lights.
Look. It's exactly as I saw it. As we saw it.
Jaina, that's not real. That's this planet, all right, but it's long gone.
No. No, it's... Get the fuck off! It's...
Go away. I'm in no mood for this today.
You okay?
You're here. I had imagined this so many times. Never you.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Monroy?
How? How did this ship get here before us?
How do you think? You people left us to die as the Earth crumbled. But I don't die so easy, do I? No, we built a new engine. An engine that chained all others before it. So while you were still crawling through deep space, we were already here. Oh, you should have seen it. Their primitive civilization, the natives, they treated us like gods.
Yeah. I've seen what you did to the natives.
I see now. This isn't a rescue. Why didn't you come when we sent out the distress call? Huh? 30 years since the Flores arrived in our skies. 30 years surviving in this hell.
This hell was because of you. My entire life trapped in that valley, slaughtering each other for nothing. You robbed our people of hope before we even got here.
Don't flatter yourselves. You're as capable of every wickedness. The Pax weren't as docile as they looked. They had powers. So much power. Things I had to understand.
So you just rounded them up? You tortured them, you son of a bitch.
Are you really so naive? How long before those creatures tired of us? Before they turned against us? They would have had us on our bloody knees. All that I wanted was their powers. For us. For all of us. So that we could survive. So we could be strong. Don't you see? We lost the Earth. Because we were meant for something more. But for the grace of I go you, my child. Do you think that you would be standing there with the powers of a god if it hadn't been for me? All that I've done for humanity. I saved us.
You cursed us.
But I won.
It's done. Fuck him.
Well, he could have given us information that's important and helpful.
I
What?
have to tap the uplink into the caravel's power so we can reach the Flores before we...
Shit. He found us. We gotta go.
No, leave me. I have to do this.
Do what you gotta do, Doc. That door won't hold long.
Outrider, if that beast cracks this ship's hull, we lose electronics, we lose the pods, we lose everything.
I'll take care of it. You just get those pods down.
I thought that was a dope twist. I didn't see that coming. That like basically they got here before us. I thought that was a really dope twist in the story. I like that. I wish she wouldn't have killed him. It's like Bob Marley and Rob Zombie had a baby. It's so loud! New fighting arena. We did it.
Zahidi? What's happening in there? It's working! I've contacted the Flores. Transmitting the first launch codes. Now!
God damn it, Doc! We can't hold them! Please, let it blow!
Almost there. Almost there!
Zahidi, get out of there! We have to leave!
I can't! I have to transmit the code!
My God! Get me, my God! Get out of there, Zahidi! You'll be trapped!
The pods are more important than me!
Get in! I'm not losing any more friends.
Oh, shit. I guess it's over.
The signal, the uplink, it was all for nothing.
Wait, guys, look. Over there.
Pods? It worked?
You did it.
My God. I guess some of the commands went through after all.
Well, like I always say, it ain't over till it's over.
What the hell? Monroy's people?
No, I don't think so.
Who are you?
We're from the war zone. Are you the Outriders?
We heard tales. About an altered? Outriders. Opening the frontier. Finding a cure in the forest. We've been following your trail since the war zone.
So, what now? We keep moving.
You go in the first line for tomorrow. The Puds! They did it. The fuckers did it.
So they're set up pretty well, I think, if they want to eventually add to the game. I think they definitely gave themselves room for, like, seasonal content, like, additional experiences, expeditions, and things like that. 100%. Okay, so now they're talking about expeditions and challenge tier. Okay. All right. So the world tier that we got to before we started taking it easy breezy was world tier 9. And we're about, I don't know how far we are. Why won't it let me abort what you just clicked on? I don't want to do that. I was wanting to look at my loot and stuff. I was not wanting to do anything else right now. Okay. I mean, I didn't even need modded out people helping me. I set it to world tier 1 because I wanted to know what happened in the story so I could cover it. Okay. We might be able to level... we might be able to level this thing up. What?
Still don't understand how they went back in time to get here sooner.
Why does it keep trying to make us do that quest?
I don't think that's true.
Level your legendaries. Check your stash. Your inventory is full. Oh gosh. We got the Grim Morrow. Oh wait, hang on. I switched to my backpack. Okay. Skip vote requested by Lono got a gun. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's do that. Okay. And these are things we could level up eventually, right? If we like them or something. I don't actually know, but this is a light machine gun. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. What do you think of the story? I actually like the story. I thought the story was cool. I thought they did a good job having it sort of escalate and different things get unravel and unveiled over time. I thought they did a good job with it. Okay. You can see what mods you're missing as well. Oh yeah, we didn't do that. We got seismic shifter. Okay. It's a bug when you skip the credits. Oh. I'm getting like screen tearing here too in this base. It's acting really funky. It'd be too expensive to level them. So what are your endgame goals? Well, if I want to do an expedition, I would need to level, wouldn't I? Screen tearing is odd. It's so weird to get screen tearing on a console. My game crashes a lot on that base. Yeah, something weird. Okay, so here are... Okay, so I've reached tier 3 on an expedition, it says. So I can do challenge tier 3, it says. And I have these 3 I can do. The expeditions will level you. I can't remember. The first expedition's easy. What, this one here? Enemies and loot level will be 34. I can lower it to 31. So I'm a 27, and I can lower it to 31. And most of what I'm wearing is 27 and 25s, it looks like. 28. If you would have done side quests, you'd be at max level. I've tried to be so chill about this. I don't understand why during and after everybody wants to do this thing of like telling me how I should have played. It's almost like it's like, do you want me to get irritated and scoldy? It's like, I made it very clear what I was trying to do. And I said that I would go back and do the hunts and the side quests, and we could raise the world tier and do all that stuff later. I was not trying to hit max level in the campaign. I wanted to finish the story so I could talk about and cover the campaign. Is that really so difficult to understand? Like, I don't understand. Do I break into fluent Russian when I say that? And people are like, but you know, if you would have kept the world tier and had and did side missions, it's like I said so many times, I just wanted to know what happened in the story so I could talk about it. I had no idea the way that it ended. I'm amazed I didn't get it spoiled for me. I somehow had it not spoiled for me. I feel like we should go back and do... I mean, we could try it at 31 and see how it goes. I was explaining how to get max level, not trying to say that you should have done them. Yeah, you missed the ending. You missed the ending. I know, it was just like a handful of you guys just continued to beat on that drum. It was just like, I established what I wanted to do, and I'm not responding to somebody who wasn't here. I was responding to somebody who consistently said that, you know, I should have taken it slow, and why am I getting so much tearing here? It's so weird. I've never gotten tearing on a console. That is so bizarre. So who's my wheels up now? She is. Okay. Okay, so I can go... Oh, gosh. How do I... Oh, I can move the map with a right stick. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, so I can come back here. I was actually interested in these hunts, and I can do these at the... Okay. And I can fiddle with world tier so I get drops where I am. Talk to Thiago first. This guy, where'd he go? Him?
Ready whenever you are.
I guess I'm too stubborn to know when to... I was hoping you'd say that.
May have brought the pot. Let's you recover a good word. Oh, I'm not...
I don't understand why you told me to do that. Yeah, I saw that, Paul's Gaming. It's funny, too, because they said that in the event that they have, like, actual verifiable evidence, they might take action against people. I'm like, so basically what you did to me was a breach of contract and wrong, right? Cool, thanks for admitting it. Thiago is your drop pod shop. You can buy legendaries and other gear using expedition resources. I'm bugged. I can't accept your travel. All right, hang on. We got to reset. We got to go back to the lobby. Something's jacked. I don't understand. Somebody, it's not even letting me do that. I'm just going to go back to the lobby alone. What the frick? You're in post Endgame. Prepare to crash every other session. Great. Can't wait. So I'm 27, and this is going to make everything 6+. 6 plus me? Or 6 plus their level, like where they're supposed to be. Okay. It's the it's 6 plus the host. Okay. Is there like a sweet spot that's like productive but not insane? To like, so I'm gonna do this hunt. Is there like a world tier that's not 6 plus 6 seems crazy? 33. I'm thinking like a +3 or a +4. Because you're gonna get loot. Wearable item cap is +4. Try it at max and see how it goes. Yeah, but I'm not spec'd for that at all. I'm just wearing a bunch of random crap. World Tier 9 isn't bad. It was super bad during the campaign. It was really unenjoyable. I couldn't get anything done. I wasn't killing or hurting anything. Why is that somebody's username? Like, what the frick? All right, where's this monster hunt? Because it shows up on the map as a claw. You have low damage stuff. You have lower tier weapons. Well, yeah, I stopped because I was I'm level 27, and most of what I'm wearing is level 25 and 27 stuff. Because like during the campaign, it just ended up being really, really painful. Did you mod? No, I did not mod out after I finished the campaign. It's up on the ridge. Take the flag and fast travel. Oh, that accolades glitch. That drives me crazy. Wait, I ran past the flag. That's right here. Join code. Give me a second. I'm going to go down here and then I'll get you in. Oh, this is going to be so hard to push and cover all this. It's just going to take a freaking lifetime, and I'm on a dadgum Devastator. Because I stopped playing on PC. It's like it gutted my heart to care. All right. Play with friends. I've never had a game work so hard to make me not want to play it. You have to finish 100% of the hunts and restart the hunt quest to replace a specific one. Maybe best to farm side missions. I just wanted to see what the hunt was like. Oh, wanted you to know you can't replay hunts until you finish all of them. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I don't worry. I don't care about that. That's okay. I just wanted to see what they were like. This is it here.
This should be interesting. Count me in.
I gotta change controllers. This freaking stick drift is making my head hurt. Give me a sec. It might not have been stick drift. It might have just been low battery. It might have been low battery. I did not do that. It disconnected itself. I swear the game's performance is just getting worse. Holy freaking stupid design decision. Come on. Are you serious right now? Cool, man. See you later. Why can't I play the video game? I don't need your permission. Like, you're in my group. It's no, Demetrius isn't saying no. It's bugged. He was just saying yes a moment ago. Like I said, I've never had a game work so painfully hard to make me not want to play it. Demetrius is not trolling. He played all day yesterday and today. I promise you he's not trolling. There's a lot of bugs that they only happen in co-op. Had a similar issue playing with 30 last night. Whenever a hunt bugs out, I just travel to a new hunt. Well, now the symbol's even different now. It's a circled claw instead of just the claw itself. There we go. I'm telling you, dude, my meter of caring is getting really dangerously low. It's getting dangerously low, dude. Lono's gas tank of care is really getting low. It's getting low, Chad. The combat, the gameplay, and the graphics, they're not enough just yet. They're not enough. Oh, this is an SMG. I can't do that. Oh, if somebody wants to help. All right, I'm gonna let him handle things for just a second. If that other guy wasn't trolling, it might have been the game glitching. Here, I'll put my code up. 770, that's not a 0. 770-2T-845. 770-2T-845. Stop until the big patch tomorrow. That is true. They've got like a bit, well, not a patch, it's just like an update, right? Once you open the co-op can of worms, it stays with you. All right, Harry's back in. Sorry to whoever that was. I thought you were trolling. I mean, in my defense, it really looked like a troll. It's a patch? Oh, they are doing a patch. They're not just doing the Reddit post. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully they fix a lot of this crap then. That's cool. I like dodge and disappear. I guess I unlocked that on my... Man, the sound pollution in this game. It's like all of my senses are just barraged. That bird's gonna be trouble. I'll try and get rid of this guy. I did it. Nice work, guys. I got some perps. Some perpy perps. Okay. Okay. Loot. Talk to me. Huge jump on the helmet. Huge jump. Mosh pit. Endless mass. Inflicts vulnerable on all enemies. What's Endless Mass do again? Oh, let's do that instead of Tremor. Although Tremor helps me... Golem's trash. Let's try that. Let's try Endless. Let's try that out. Impale I don't use. And I'm not using Tremor anymore, so it honestly doesn't matter. Yeah, we've got all kind of stupid stuff on right now, like Impale, Tremor, and all this other nonsense that's not helping us. So, yeah. Was that it? Are we done? Okay, so we can definitely keep it at World Tier 9. That was totally doable. We should probably just try that expedition then. You're still using Tremor, you got rid of Golem. Oh, I got rid of Golem. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I am still using Tremor, because Tremor is really helpful when they get, like, up in your face as a weaker player.
Never know with this place. Could be erupting, could be some demon belching up its lunch. Can't wait for the next avalanche.
I don't understand. Where do we... the saloon in Trenchtown? What? Oh, I see the check mark. I have 3 check marks. Keep going, collect them, and then return them all in and cash them in. Just a suggestion, you're on the bottom tree, which is about ability spamming and bleed damage, so Impale, Earthquake, and Golem with bleed mods equipped for them would be the way to go. Do you think I should rebuild? I could rebuild my class into something else. Up here, this is all guns. I think I'm tempted to switch and go up top. I'm getting tearing everywhere in the game now. Does this game have like a memory leak on Xbox? Top tree is all guns and gravity leap. That's how I like to play. I don't think there's a reset cost. This has bonus firepower. We could change it off of Golem since we don't like Golem, and it's got such a high armor rating. We're gonna. I think we're gonna switch off a Tremor.
That'll do nothing.
I'm just getting constant tearing now.
You know what? Don't suppose you got nothing.
I'm on the Xbox Series X, dude. So wild. Once you do all, you get a legendary. To me, it makes the most sense to try to get guns and stuff. Yeah. Shots create an explosion. Deals 2700 damage to enemies, 6-meter radius. Shots inflict burn. Anomaly enhancement. Receive passive and firepower boost equal to 30% of your anomaly power. Shots inflict burn. I'm going to go with this one. I like that. And it's got skill life leech.
Pleasure doing business.
Weapon life leech and skill life leech on this one. That's a subby. This is a subby. Critical shots spawn an anomaly energy blast that deals 10 damage to radius. You instantly replenish your magazine if you kill an enemy within 35% less ammo. Oh, that's that thing people told me to get, Perpetual Mobile or whatever. So we could run this and the assault rifle. Okay. This seems to be a good top tree build. It seems to tie in well with Boulder Dash, Endless, and Golem skills. All right, hang on a second. Because that's Golem there. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. I want to respec my class. I do not like what I have. I like the idea of firepower and guns. Increase armor piercing, increase your shotgun weapon damage. Let's go with armor piercing, weapon damage. That shotgun, we're not using a shotgun right now. So that's Golem and then the bullet stopping. Increases weapon damage by using protection skills increases weapon damage. Oh, so you slap on Golem and your guns get stronger. That's actually kind of dope. Increase your crit damage by 20%. Decrease weapon recoil by 30%. See, what are these down here? Because I don't have so many. That's Leap and Boulder Dash. I do not like... Boulder Dash is an actual garbage skill. I like this. This sounds good. Crit damage. That damage. Increase assault weapon damage by 20. Increase assault weapon drop chance by 20. Assault weapons includes assault rifle, light machine gun, submachine gun. Yeah. I like those weapons. Close range weapon damage by 15%. Reduce kinetic skill cooldown. Look at the last node. When the kinetic skills end, increase weapon damage by 70%. Oh, that's good for the one where I mark them, as well as I slam them and I'm in their face and get a 70% weapon damage buff. Oof. Weapon leech by 5. Magazine. Increase damage against elites by 15. Elites do 15% to you. Enemies who damage you will have their physical damage reduced by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect is doubled if you damage that enemy as well. Okay. I think we want this. And then we want either magazine. We could always do the shotgun one if we level up again. Weapon leech. What's weapon leech though? That's not life leech. I think magazine size is going to be the way to go, given that we're really heavily building into assault weapons and assault damage. Having a larger magazine. It's healing when you do damage. Okay. Okay. So does he have another one for us? Oh, he has another one for us.
Want to try the new blend? Call it the... There's plenty. Why'd you...
Okay.
You just kick back and have a drink.
and I'll give that reward money to someone else. No big deal.
What? How do I accept the mission? I thought I could kind of mash B. Oh, I have it. But he still has, like, the symbol above his head.
Where'd you find them? Once.
You already have all 10 hunts accepted? What? Oh, you don't get them from him, you find them out in the wild. Okay, cool. Hang on, I gotta get to a flag then. Okay. So getting the loot and crafting a build is actually... Okay. I just gotta get to a flag now. I don't know this place. Does anybody else think you should be able to fast travel without, like, specifically going to a flag? Because I do. Or a person. Because I do. Like, I want to try another fight with this new build and see how it feels. Why want to visit Dr. Z and change mods at least? Oh, see, that's it's weird they did so much at NPCs, like just traveling and modding. Like, it'd be cool if I could just get that done in my menu. He should be here though, right? They all come with me, don't they? Yeah, he's right here. Okay. So, we're running... We should take Tremor off because we're set... We spec'd into Golem, Bullet Stop, Slam, and the other thing. Yeah. So we should definitely go back to using... Let's make that Golem and that. There we go. Okay, so now we want to get mods for those perks. So when this skill is active, increase your resistance by 33. So that's already good. Endless Mass inflicts vulnerable on all enemies pulled by the skill. So that's good. Here we go. Here's one that we need to change. Tremor. Mod the gear. Gravity Leap heals for 15% of damage dealt. If your target dies, 30%. Inflict Bleed. Increases the skill's damage by 2,000. I think the damage sounds good. Oh, these are all tier 2. Receive anomaly power whenever your health drop is freeze. Oh. Okay. I can just make... Let's do damage. Let's see what else we have. Hang on. Inflict vulnerable on all enemies. We already have that. Increase weapon damage against affected enemies by 20% for 10 seconds. Oh, and then you have to come over here. Okay. And then this one's on Impale. What's the other one we're running? Golem. I can increase the skill's duration by 100%. Doesn't my class... Is it 10 seconds, or is it the duration of the skill that while Golem is active... Using protection gives you damage for 10 seconds. Okay, so it doesn't matter how long I'm in the Golem. Okay. But we still could consider, since we've spec'd into it, making it last really, really long. Or longer, I should say. Yeah, let's do that. Let's increase its duration by 100%. Golem. 165. I have 26,000. Just do it. Okay, so now everything is spec'd into my abilities. Shots create explosions. Shots inflict burn. Perpetual and critical shots spawn an anomaly energy blast that deals 18 damage in a 2-meter radius. Okay, that's good. Okay. How do I get to the monster? Is there a way for me to see it, like, on the map? Just go to the quest map, and does it show you? We're here at camp, and the monster's back there. I can't, like, toggle that? I gotta go in, left, and then right, it looks like. In, left, and then right. Never put the flag down. Have fun running all the way there. We'll be alright. Many. Okay. This is captains on captains. Let's get the little guys out of the picture. This guy's hurting. Constantly burning. Okay. You planning on raising your world tier? What do you mean? I have it as high as I can go right now. Hey, nothing like seeing that red. I don't understand that thing that I'm doing. That ability doesn't make any sense to me. It puts like a stone in the air. You can switch the firing mode on the guns. Oh, I could have done that at the upgrade guy. Yeah. I don't know. The AR seemed to be doing okay. Seeing red good. It means it's the same mod that I have. Press down the D-pad. Somebody opened the chest. Hello. Okay. Good looking out, Wheeze. You passed the hunt? Sorry, we're looting. It turns them into a stone in the air and it pulls other enemies to it. It's a helpful ability. So can I shoot them when they're in the stone? Or they're just like in the stone? Oh, it's right here.
Should be interesting. Might as well put my skills to good use.
Red means it's equipped on another piece of gear and doesn't stack. When you get a new piece of gear, it's actually a good thing though, because what it means is you're swapping like for like. When you're modding, you don't want to see it because you're creating a mod that you already have somewhere else. Where are we supposed to go? So red is good when you're like helmet to helmet. It was basically saying, oh, you already have this mod on this helmet. It'll show red even if the mod's duped on a different armor piece. When equipping, it does that? I thought it only was doing that to me when I was actually equipping mods in the Dr. Z screen. Obviously in the beta there probably was less opportunity for it to happen. This gun's mag is crazy. $225 in the mag. I got all the buffs, baby. Guy with his double jumps. Reload, please. Oh, snap. crap on the I hate that crap on the ground. Like, you can't see it. You're just all of a sudden in it. I dive to that blue fire more than anything. I swear to frick I do. Yeah, boy! The blue flames suck, but that was a good fight. That was freaking tight. Okay. I see why people like this game. So it's like you obviously see that huge difference in the build, and like I was feeling like, okay, I buffed my damage when I had the golem on, and then seeing those crits pop up, that was nice. So see, this has reflect bullets, so we definitely need to go back then and mod these boots, because they're so much stronger than these on the armor rating. So we want to go back and swap it. Each ally in close range receives 6,600 points of armor. Dope. Okay. And then, okay. See, right here is where they need to make a change. I should be able to go right to Trench Town. I should not have to go to the camp first. They've got to smooth that out. That just seems absolutely unnecessary. No, you cannot mod on the fly. You can't travel on the fly. Yeah, creature here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so what we want to do before we travel... Well, let's save the materials in case we get... How do I say yes? Okay, let's go Trench Town. I think one of the reasons that damage like that's so frustrating is I think it's because the game is just so messy. Like, it's hard to know precisely what's going on. There's so much sound pollution, as the one guy called it. It's obscene how much sound. Any legendaries you get, you don't plan on using, like the sniper, you can dismantle for the tier 3 mod. Oh, right. Yeah. Yep, right here. This is what we need. We need pants. Okay. So let's throw this on. This will be a good way to transition. And then let's go talk to what's his face, Dr. Z. There's a few quick quests for easy legendaries. Okay. Mr. Z. Okay, so we want to go in here and we want to say here. We definitely don't want tremor. Let's look what we lost and just replace it. So we lost... Increase weapon damage against affected enemies by 20%. So that's what we want there. And then here we lost duration on Golem. Okay. So we want to go... Here was duration on Golem. Okay. And then this was the weapon damage against afflicted enemies by 20% for 10 seconds. What's this one? Inflict vulnerable on all enemies pulled by skill. See, I wish I knew what vulnerable did, like what's the percentage. Because I can pull them and slam them, which means they're getting pulled, vulnerable, slam, which might be a greater combination than my gun. It's hard to know, like we don't know what vulnerable does. Oh, I already have vulnerable on something else. Never mind. See? Helpful. I already have vulnerable. So, bam. Makes that decision easy. Okay. I'm gonna save the pistol. I don't want the sniper. Shots generate shield. See, I just don't know if our purples aren't worth saving because eventually you're gonna get. Yeah. Let's just do it. There we go. We got back all the materials we needed for modding. Okay. And is Accolade still glitched? Yeah, Accolades is still glitched. Okay. Okay, dadgummit. All right, I know what we're doing tomorrow. What button is for pause? There are guides there. You can go check. Oh. So I could go to crafting, and I can go to mod gear. Would it be in items and resources? Mods? Are you sure it's here, bud? It has something you can claim in one of the categories. Doesn't it usually light up which category? Usually it has like a little chest beneath it. Oh, it's down here. I didn't know there were that many. Thanks, J Stock. Status effects in guides. Okay, so go to guides and go to, I'm gonna assume it's in here. Status effects on players or crafting status effects. Status effects in enemies. There it is. Vulnerable increases the damage received by 25% for 10 seconds, and weakness decreases the damage dealt by 30% for 6 seconds. So weakness makes them output less damage. It's 30. Vulnerable makes them receive more by 25. Okay, and weakness is shorter duration. Okay, cool. This is actually really helpful. I kind of feel like this is like Anthem. Like, this stuff should have been... There should have been, like, a little section. Instead of making me sit behind a chest and shoot at a couple of random enemies, like, they should have... I feel like everything you guys... We just opened up would... That should be in the campaign. Like, I don't know. letting someone go in and discover that on their own, I just feel like you would want to put that right in front of somebody, just like the yeah, I don't know if we want to bail on Oddworld and just keep going. I suppose we could. It's an unlisted. I think I have it unlisted, and we didn't list it like we were supposed to. I suppose we could just punt and just keep playing. Think of valid criticism. They don't do enough tutorials to explain class builds modding. Mind if I join for a bit? Yeah, you can join Nova. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's good. It's just like the combo system. Give me 1 second, Nova. It's just like the freaking combo system in Anthem. Why wouldn't you put this right in front of people and, like, give them a step-by-step, like, do this, do this, do this, ba-boom, ba-ding. Oh, look at the stuff you get. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like the most basic info would completely change some people's perspectives. I mean, it would have changed my perspective. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the gameplay, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button. We are going to be featuring Outriders and No Man's Sky a lot on this channel, at least until we get to a place where I feel like I can cover Outriders exhaustively. And we have a community planet in No Man's Sky. I'm working on my expedition progress in No Man's Sky. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell button hit. We're always featuring new games here. So we were going to go check out Oddworld Soulstorm, but I think we want to just kind of press on here and keep making progress with our build and our character. This is Warframe levels of convoluted? Pfft, no, it's not. No, it's not. You can figure this out on your own in a matter of minutes. Warframe, you need a dadgum encyclopedia. Understand that friggin' game. That game is like drinking from a dadgum fire hose. Even once you know what's going on, that game is rough. To, like, keep it all straight. This is why we harp so hard on you blowing them off. But I wasn't blowing them off. I said I didn't want to do it in the campaign. We've just spent 30 minutes dorking around with it. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to work through the story. I didn't blow it off. I knew that this was what the end game was all about, you know, with making yourself stronger, mods, adding things, swapping things. Code isn't working? You might have waited too long. Hang on. Try that one. 6404 L9A9. That's what I mean. If the whole game is about it, Milky, that's where they drop the ball significantly. Same with Anthem. It's like Anthem's entire combat system was built around combos, detonators and primers and detonators, and they spend zero time educating the player about it. If the bulk of this game, I'm supposed to be interacting with the system that you don't, like, walk me through in a tutorial elemented way, it's so bizarre. It's like, how many people are going to feel like what I felt? Like, I don't understand. Why am I so weak? Well, lower world tier. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, start modding. Well, why? What do you mean modding? Like, yeah. And then the one day I was going to do it, people were like, oh, no, you want to save your resources. You want to save your resources. Nova, dude, you made me pump the brakes big time here, brother. You gotta figure it out. All right, let's see. I want to do all of I kind of want to do one of the monsters first. There's another one at the Forest Enclave. You're stuck in a loop. It could be the game. It was acting funky earlier. I think there's a bigger problem behind the skill trees. It's how the end game and the healing in the game works. It's all about speed and killing fast. To be fair, it's not hard to understand, though. It's not about it being hard to understand. It's never about that. Do you think the combo system in Anthem was hard to understand? It was about as simple as it gets. It literally was never explained. That's the problem. It's not about like, it's too hard for Ugg to understand. No, it's not about that. It's, you don't even tell me about it. You don't walk me through any of it. I got to go into your menus and tutorials. Anthem did the same thing, by the way. They had exhaustive guides in their menu system that were really well written. And it's like, but if you didn't go and read them, there were so many people that played Anthem and were like, what are you talking about? What's a combo? What's a detonator? What's a primer? They never told you. It'd have been really, really straightforward for them to be like, you just got a piece of armor with a mod on it. And it interacts with your ability. Okay. And then when you get to Z, Dr. Z, it could have been like, hey, you can now take, you know, it would like go through like a preliminary scan and it would say, you have 2 mods that are not helping you. Go and change them. You'd be like, what? And you'd go and change them. Be like, wow, that was cheap. Bing. All of a sudden, that person's in. They're in. Oh, that's what we're hunting. The split tooth. Okay. Let me do this since I just grabbed it and it wouldn't do that automatically. That wouldn't make any sense. What do we go through here? It gives you a quick blurb. On modding overall. Not hand-holding, just putting more focus on the mechanic. Yeah, I don't need my hand-holding. I don't need my hand held. If it's central to the game, why would you not teach you... I don't know. Lona was saying the game should teach you the gameplay with tutorial or explanation, not just in the menu. Especially because people are saying it's so central to the game. Use my ability! Why won't I do my ability? Like Greg said, dude, as soon as you get to the end game, you're crashing like every other mission. You'd be freaking kidding me. It would not let me do my ability. I couldn't do my left bumper ability. It wouldn't let me do it. It's doing this on console also? Yeah. Oh, the stream crashed because you were so perfectly still. I should have been like, what the and I just like tried to time it. You know? How do we not have 200 likes yet, chat? Here's the craft. Yeah, here's is this the crafting blurb? Okay. Scientist Zahidi wants to waits in your camp to modify your weapons and armor. Crafting options include leveling, improving rarity, exchanging mods, and variants and raising attributes. Each crafting method uses different resources: iron, leather, titanium, blah, blah, blah. So it explains to you what each one's for. Raising attributes requires attribute shards. Each crafting method uses different resources. I don't know. But that doesn't... I think you guys are completely misunderstanding. You're going to try and tell me that crafting blurb explains that it's central to the game and that I need to do it to keep up with the world tier, and it explains how I can go in and change what's actually modifying my abilities, and it's actually reasonably cheap, because anytime you dismantle anything, you have tons of the things you need just to mod something? I'm just saying, like, make me go there and give me, like, a quick, like, ding, ding, ding. Oh, cool, you changed this thing. And be like, oh, that wasn't that expensive at all. That's such a flyover. Fortunately, got to hop on a work call for 30 minutes, but thanks for letting me play with you again today. Yeah, there's a difference between saying, like, I'm trying to think of another game. I guess the example we could use, Anthem, of being, it's a difference between being like, hey, there are combos in this game. And you're like, okay, cool. And giving you, like, 2 weapons to be like, hit the primer, okay, now switch. You're like, okay, hit the detonator. Oh, like, it would click in your brain. Oh, I want to do that. It's weird, too, because think about it. The tutorials in this game, what do they teach you how to do? Sprint, take cover, mantle, and dodge, like roll on the ground. They don't even have a tutorial about the self-heal, but they teach you how to dodge. Remember when you fight like the big bull thing and you like roll out of the way? It's like the whole game slows down so you can learn how to roll. It's like, roll on the ground. We're going to slow the whole game down so you can figure out how to roll out of the way. That's been in games since friggin' Gears of War. But we're going to do a slow-mo tutorial. It teaches you about self-heal when you select a class and the skill tree. I'm talking about in the game. Stop talking about the books it puts in front of you. I mean, give it to me in the game. You've taken damage. This character gets health back when they get kills close to the enemy. And you'd run up, get a kill, and you'd get your health back. That's all I'm saying. Not words on the screen. We always have this passing in the night. Words on the screen don't count. It doesn't count. Put it in the game to where I'm learning how to do it. It's like when you learn how to wall run in Jedi Fallen Order, right? They're not like, bling, you can wall run now, and you can like read the description. They have you do it. That's all I'm saying. If it's central to the game, give it priority. Be like, here's how it works. You took the time to give me a slow-mo experience on how to roll out of the way of a bull, but you can't have a walkthrough on how the abilities can self-heal and how you can mod gear? Come on. Imagine a fight you auto-fail, and then it tells you how mods make you stronger, gives you a mod, has you slot it, you watch get super effective, takes 2 minutes, shows you importance. Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because here's one of the dilemmas of when Dr. Zahidi shows up or whatever. I get kind of overwhelmed sometimes. I'm like, man, there's a lot of NPCs now. I got the chick with the books. I got the 2 vendors back at home. I got the main chick with the badge. I got to talk to Jakob to travel. There's like NPCs for everything. So at that point, you're almost a little bit like exhausted by the NPCs. You're like, my gosh, another NPC. Jiminy Christmas. That you literally have an NPC just to travel. So, you know, I could see them being like, hey, we just introduced the whole concept to you. Let's walk you through how that works, instead of putting it on like a screen with words. It's so central to the game that the minute it clicked for me, I was like, I get, okay. Because the first time I went to do it, I went and swapped a bunch of mods at Zahidi, and there was a person in chat that must have been ill-informed because they were like, oh, you don't want to do that. You're going to waste all your resources. I was like, oh, okay, I'll save that for later then. They were like, yeah, you don't want to do this now. You're going to be moving through the gears so quickly, you don't want to waste those resources on this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I kind of put it out of my mind. Now, that's different because I'm streaming and the live audience can sometimes misspeak or mislead the streamer unwittingly, like they didn't mean to do it. But in general, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people get to that point in time in the game and they're like, oh, wow, I don't know if I want to do this right now. I get what I call currency paralyzation. I have all this currency. I don't know how often I get it unless I'm constantly paying attention to the screen, like when you're picking stuff up or dismantling. I don't know how much I'm going to need later. What if I need way more later? I don't know. I have no idea. So I get currency paralyzed all the time. Maybe I'm supposed to save all this for later. I don't know. I have a lot of it. What if I get to expeditions and I need 20,000 of this material? There's no way to know. So to me, if it would have taken me through that and been like, this is literally part and parcel to the experience, you're going to want to do this on a regular basis, and here's how you do it, you know, then it would have made more sense to be like, oh, in between missions, I come back here and talk to this guy. It would have literally taken it would have been like a 2 to 4 minute ordeal to like take me through those steps with that guy. People telling you that were making the same assumptions you did about the game. They weren't the ones actually playing it. Every other game, you don't spend your resources early. Outriders made the cost low enough that you'd never run out, which is counterintuitive. Right, it does. It feels weird to invest in gear that you know you're going to get rid of. Like, investing in blues and purples with currency that I know in a while, whoop, I'm going to throw it over my shoulder. That feels really, really weird. I'm doing the same thing in Diablo right now. So traditionally in Diablo, you wouldn't just slot jewels and everything. But when you're playing a seasonal character, my gosh, Adventure, you got jewels coming out of your ears. It's not that big of a deal. You're ding, 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 ding. You're slotting all the time. Well, because it's a different experience now. Ordinarily, you would never do that. I'm slotting gear in Diablo, and then, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 rifts later, I'm replacing it. So, you use resources in expedition level stuff, it gets expensive. Right. Yeah. Well, given that we just had a crash, and then the guy that I was playing with had to bounce, why don't we actually check out the Oddworld game, and it'll just be a slightly shorter stream. Give me a second to get everything set up for that. Let me make sure that it's going to do live redirect. I'll save that, and then I got to make sure and switch that to a public video. Publish that as public, and then we'll feature it. So I'm going to put a link in chat, and you guys don't have to do anything. It should just take you over. But in the event that it doesn't take you over, I'm going to give you a link. Why does it do this? Upcoming live streams. Let me put a link in chat for you guys. Okay. That's where we're going. We're going to check out Oddworld Soulstorm. It's new to the PlayStation. It's part of PlayStation Plus, and this stream will end, and it should dump you into the new one, okay? But if it doesn't, you can click the link in chat, okay? And that should take you over there, all right? I'll see you guys over there in the new stream. Even if you only come and hang out for 30 minutes, it's super, super helpful. So if you've been chilling today and you've enjoyed the stream, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell button, and head on over to the new stream. We'll check out this Oddworld game for like an hour to an hour and a half, okay?